Okay, amigos, so we just wrapped up AWS S3 using Java API, and we created a simple code template which was given to us by AWS only for creating a bucket, for putting an object into a bucket, and for deleting an object from a bucket, and for deleting the entire bucket. And yes, of course, we did not delete the bucket with code template which was given to us because I just wanted to show you how the bucket, or I just wanted to show you the bucket on the Amazon console. So that was all about AWS S3 using Java. And when you are done with creation of those buckets, and if you don't want those buckets anymore, I would request you to delete those buckets, because uh, you will end up paying some charges for this. Of course, it is free for now, but if you maybe in future you forgot to delete it will some incur cost to your card. So now let's proceed ahead with again one Java example, and this time we will basically be covering DynamoDB, which is a NoSQL data store. So let's create a new project. We'll say file, new, other, AWS. We'll again say AWS Java project. We'll say AWS Dynamo, and you can select the template Amazon DynamoDB sample. Next, or you can simply hit finish. Expand it. Our source package, we have default. So now we are here again. First of all, we'll take credentials. So we are setting up credentials equals new profile credential provider, default credentials. So if you want to see, this is a location, see users, then your username, and then in under dot aws folder your credentials file will be present. Okay, and with this credentials we will get an instance of DynamoDB, and again we can set the region if we want to set the region, and then we can say DynamoDB.setRegion, whatever the region we have specified here. And after that, herein we are creating a new table, and the default name which is given by the template, that is my favorite movies table. And again we'll initiate, basically we'll create an object of create table request, new create table request with table name. Table name will be picked from this string which we have defined, that is my favorite movies table, with key schema. First of all, and then we'll give the key schema, whatever the key we want in that. It is key schema element with attribute name. So first of all, movie name will be there with key type hash. So hashing will be performed on this key. And then with attribute definitions, we have attribute name with attribute type we have given. These are the types, so we can simply ignore this. So first of all, we just have created the key, that is the name, and the type is hash. So first of all, it is now saying table utils dot create table if not exists. So if table is not existing, then it will create basically the DynamoDB instance that will be used, and create table request will be sent to it, and the table will be created. So if you want to read some information about the code, we also have code comments. So it is saying, first of all, this code comment above is saying create a table with primary hash key name which holds a string. Okay, so this will basically hold a string with primary hash key, and the name or the column name is key, and here it will create a table if table is not existing, and then wait for the table to move it to active state. So we'll just wait till the table becomes active, and then we can describe our table using this. We can say describe table request, new describe table request, and we can just pass in the table name, and it will just simply give the table description to it. And then we have this map we have created with string and attribute values. We are passing in new item, and this will be having, this is movie name, we can say this is year of release, and then we have this number of stars which are given to it. So new item, if you see, this new item is a method which is created here. It takes the name of the movie, the year it was released, the rating which was there, and fans, the other fans details. Okay, so we are calling this new item to put a new entry into a table. We are creating a new item which is, first of all, this is movie name, year of release, and the number of stars which is given to that movie. And then after that we have string fans, so whatever the fans are there. So two fans of this movie, James and Sarah. And then put item request. To put this record into a database, we can simply say, or our table, we can say new put item request table name. So this is our table name which is there, and the item, this is the item which we have. So this will be put into our table. And put item result, we want to simply say we want to check the result if the item is put, if the item is pushed into the table, then we can simply get put item result. And again, if we want to add another item, we can say item equals new item. We have pushed one more record into that, and it says scan item for movies with year attribute greater than 1985. So all the movies which were released post 1985, we will get all the results for that movie. So this is the syntax for that. We will have to filter the records. This is a condition object condition we need to create with comparison operator. So comparison dot gt basically means greater than, okay, with value with greater than 1985, you can say all those records will be put. And in scan filter map, we are pushing year and the condition object, and condition object basically holds a condition. Comparison gt means greater than, with attribute value new value, with new attribute we have given 1985. So where year is greater than 1985, that records will be pulled out. Again, we are creating a scan request. It will just basically get everything, and in case some exception occurs, we will simply get the exception report here. So let's try and run it. To run it, we can simply right click, run as Java API. So it will create a table. So let us go ahead, and so this is our Amazon console. Let's go ahead to DynamoDB. Okay, so this you can see table description, attributes. So this is my favorite movie table which is there, and schema is defined here. Attribute key is name and key type is hash. So this was created here.